Video's back. Can you hear me?
Yes, I heard you, Chuck.
Thank you.
All right.
If no one signed up, we can say we're skipping the guidelines because nobody's here.
Okay.
That's,
He's on another cruise. He's on the Power Flower cruise.
Okay, good evening. We are here for our special session on March 30th, 2026. If we could have a moment of reflection, please. Okay, stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Dr. Hill, guidelines for public comment, please. Oh, well, that's true.
Madam Chair, then might make a motion to skip the reading of the, since it is on the agenda.
Okay.
Motion to skip the reading of the guidelines for public comments.
Okay.
Second.
I'm sorry, what motion was that?
Skip the reading of the, since we have nobody signed up and nobody, skip the reading of the guidelines for public comments.
Okay, if nobody signs up.
Okay.
if, Mr. Rearbright, if someone does come in before the vote, it might be appropriate to ask for any public comment prior to the actual vote, just in case.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Okay. All right. So we have a motion to skip over, I guess, for lack of better terms, of the guidelines for public comment. We had a second. Are there any questions or concerns from the board? No? Okay. All those in favor? Aye.
Can we let the minutes show that we did this because nobody had signed up and no one
Yes.
presented themselves?
Okay, so Jesse, as long as we can say because there's no public comments. Okay. All right. Let's see. So we are going to officially call this meeting to order.
Thank you, Madam President. Board, you have received the one item on tonight's agenda. I ask that you approve that as is with no changes.
Okay. Do we have a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay. All right. All those in favor to approve the agenda, aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say nay. Okay, ayes have it. Any questions, comments, concerns? Okay. Let's see. Board actions. All right, consent items.
Madam President, Board, tonight we have an emergency request for roof repairs. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Elmore, who is, he's the expert on this.
Thank you, Dr. Cronk. And I will say the expert here is Mr. Jeff Sells. As I request the resolution, if you have any questions, I've asked for him to be here to answer any technical questions that you may have. And so as you may know, on March 13th, 2026, a severe weather event occurred here in Anderson that caused significant damage to two of our buildings, Highland Middle School and Northside Intermediate. At Northside Intermediate, the repairs were estimated to be about $85,578 and will be addressed through our standard procedures since those do not meet the $150,000 threshold to do a bidding process. However, at Highland Middle School, the damage did exceed $150,000 and directly impacted 4 of the sections of the roof. And so we had obtained quotes from 4 vendors that we typically do business with for our roofing projects and other maintenance. We went through and asked Adams Roofing, Foster Contracting, Fredericks Contractors, and Roofing Systems of Indiana. And so with that, the lowest quote that we received was from Fredericks Contractors, which is based in Pendleton, in the amount of $527,773 to replace the 4 sections at that building. And so given that we are in the beginning of the spring season and with additional severe weather potentially causing further damage, I am requesting that the board approve Resolution R-2026-11 to declare an emergency under Indiana Code 36-1-12-9. This declaration would allow us to proceed with the necessary roof repairs in a timely fashion, using the quotes obtained rather than following the standard bidding timeline, which may push us back from repairing the damage by a couple of months. And so with that, I ask for the board's approval of Resolution R-2026-11.
Okay, board, thank you, Tyler, for that explanation. Board, we are needing a motion to approve the declaration of emergency for roof repair and replacement.
Move to approve.
Okay, is there a second?
Before we approve that, just a couple questions. Did any insurance take care of any, just for the public to?
Yeah, absolutely. So unfortunately, our wind and hail deductible at Highland Middle School is 1% of the insured value of that building. And so that, for our property and casualty insurance, we typically either go through Liberty Mutual or EMC insurance. And so we're very limited in our offerings as far as carriers for our insurance. And so both of them have similar concepts of that 1% deductible for wind and hail damage. Our insured value of Highland Middle School is $87 million. And so 1% of that is $870,000. So unfortunately, we did not exceed that deductible for really any insurance to make any sense in that regard.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you, Tyler.
Yep, absolutely.
any other questions, comments, concerns? I know, yeah. Okay, we've had a motion to approve. Is there a second?
I second.
Okay. By order of roll call, Mr. Chamberlain,
Aye.
Dr. Hill,
Aye.
I for myself, Ms. Renz,
Aye.
Mrs. Collette,
Aye.
Ms. Green.
Aye.
Okay, ayes have it unanimously. All right, Tyler, or Mr. Sells, actually, you could probably best answer this. When is the timeline, do we think, for everything to be complete?
So we are, to complete all phases of the project, we're looking at May 30th to have everything complete.
Okay,
We have done emergency repairs on those buildings to try to limit the damage that would take place, especially with all the rains that are coming. But the Fredericks, I've talked to them, they have the materials, they're on pace to get that finished, so they don't see any problems barring major rains, which obviously will slow the project down.
sure. Even more reason for us to have this emergency meeting tonight. So, okay, thank you very much for that. Any other questions last time?
And I would imagine none of this will interfere with classroom time, huh? None of this will interfere with our classroom.
No, it should not. There will be some
Noise.
obviously, but we have gone through some roof repairs in the past. It'll be very similar to that. It's not stopped any of the day-to-day functions of the class, so we should be okay in that regard.
Okay, perfect. All right, anything else? Okay, well, since that is everything that we came here for in our public session, I move to adjourn.